to Nerd Comment Commentary, where we read your comments and then we wax poetic on them. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
Who's this boy?
Morgan.
Oh my gosh, and there's an Elliot Morgan here. Hi, El.
Hey guys.
El, can you tell everybody what these are?
Yes, this is because this is currently February 27th, and this is for the End It movement, which is to end slavery.
Wow.
Yay.
Did you do a story on that today?
Nope.
I'd never heard of that.
Just-
I haven't heard of that either. I was
put a
like,
red X
straight edge.
No, it's definitely not straight edge.
You put a red X on your hand and then you're ending like human trafficking?
Just raising awareness for
Let's
for
do that.
slaves.
That's actually, I feel like I'm a jerk because I'm gonna hide my hand.
I
I got
suggest-
one too.
No, we'll do it before we leave.
I suggested it earlier to Lee, and I put the marker next to her, and then she just left it there, and I was like, that's fine.
She supports slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lee's
she just-
into human trafficking.
She's very. I heard that she was on Pinterest trying to find humans to buy. It
Okay.
doesn't sound very safe.
You can buy things on Pinterest?
Human trafficking mostly happens through Pinterest.
She has a really interesting board about
Yeah, it's all
her
a
human
board
trafficking pins.
on just
Okay.
good and like she has like tasks. And it's really horrible. But just don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
guys. This
Yeah,
is just
between us.
You want to talk about some comments with us?
I guess so.
First, before we jump into those comments, we're going to look at the artwork that you guys posted this week. So the first video we want to talk about this week is for Indecent Gaming. I profiled 3 indie games that are amazing and that you should play, and one of them was Lo-Fi Dick Fight, which everybody has loved, and Steve and I got in trouble for shouting at each other in the writer's room while we were playing it, and it was really, really fun.
Who doesn't love a good dick fight? Just saying.
It's true. And Logan21 says, Lo-Fi Dick Fight sound is proudly brought to you by the makers of Laggy Ballsack Brawls and 240p Taint Tussles.
What do you people do over here? Furry Swipes said Broken Age is a pretty good indie game and focuses more on story than gameplay.
It's a lot. That's like a big trend right now in indie games.
The
I like
rather than
story
gameplay?
indie games. I've always been a big fan of video games that feel kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure book, where you read a lot of it, and it's going long, and then you have a choice to make. And then your choice determines how the story continues.
Yeah, I feel like now the trend is not necessarily like a choose-your-own-adventure, but mostly just narrative. Like it's all narrative.
Like it's
So-
going to happen no matter what.
Yeah.
What's y'all's favorite indie game if I had to get one indie game?
One indie game ever.
That's so tough.
It depends on what you want to do with it.
Yeah.
Because if it's something you want to play with other people, Hidden in Plain Sight for sure. is
I
one of my
definitely don't want to
favorites.
play with other people.
Ovary
ever.
Overload.
No.
You should get Ovary Overload. Meg and I found that game by accident. We were just bored looking through demos on Xbox Live Arcade.
What do you do with the ovaries?
You're an ovary, and you
You-
have to get away from the sperm.
Yeah, the sperm are trying to get to you.
Oh, that's a great lesson.
It is. It is. It teaches fantastic things. Super Meat Boy is my
Super
favorite.
Meat
Oh,
indie
Super Meat
game.
Boy's great.
Okay, cool. Super Meat Boy?
Yeah, you're a meat boy, and your girlfriend is Bandage Girl, and she gets taken away by the evil Dr. Fetus.
Braid's really good too.
Wow. All right. My world is expanding, guys.
I love to play Lo-Fi Dick Fight with my brother. We had so much fun playing it together, and we were both glad to see a video game finally come out.
Yay.
That's great. Why is it lo-fi?
It's literally super pixely.
Oh,
like,
cool.
It's actually
Funny.
really low
Funny,
quality.
I get
and you
it.
rocket your junk off at your opponent, and you're trying to knock their dick off.
Sold. You could have just ended it right there when I asked what game I should play.
This month we're trying a whole new format for head-to-head foreplay, where 4 people go against each other in a month-long tournament. And this week we did Super Puzzle Fighter and the epic punishment win. It was the finale of our first tournament. And we asked you guys nothing. We just showed you us playing Super Puzzle Fighter.
Sometimes we don't ask questions at the end of our videos because they speak for themselves.
Steve and I made a belt. You were there for that part, and then we had to present it ring girl style to Meg and Phil, and got surprised with a bucket of ice cold water.
Yes. And I really like that OG Gangsta says, is it really winning if you have to wear that ugly belt? The best part of the ugly belt, I'm putting quotes, ugly belt, was that it was still wet and it kept getting on my sweater and there was glitter glue all over my
Oh
sweater.
no,
That's
did it get it?
terrible.
Did it come out?
I don't even know if I've washed it yet.
Oh girl!
She said,
Oh girl!
Meg has so many sweaters.
Wait, I did! It looks good. I did.
Oh yay! Okay,
Good.
that makes me happy. And the belt is not ugly. There was a lot of love and time put into that.
I would say it's an impressive belt.
Okay. Thank you.
I would also say that it might be considered by some fashion standards to be ugly. But you know, you don't make. And not every belt has to succumb to the status quo.
It's a little
Break outside the
ostentatious,
box.
but it's for a champion.
I feel like a T-Rex lying here like this. My arms don't.
Because you have tiny
Don't
arms.
work. Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. I messed it up.
Chris Not Chris says, I really love how Steve was just casually in underwear, but no pants.
Well, because I gave him the bikini top, and I was also going to give him a bikini bottom, and
God
he
you
said
didn't.
no. Then we were like, do we have booty shorts anywhere he could put on to look just like a ring girl? And he said, I'm gonna do boxers.
Well, what you didn't see behind the scenes, HR do one of these, is there were man bits hanging out
Oh, there
while
were.
we were trying to record the raps.
In grand Steve Zaragoza fashion.
Absolutely.
We were filming a white wall story over there, and we walked out, and Steve was like in a side room by himself, and it was Joe and me, and without saying anything, we went into the room, and with the lights off, we shut the door, and we started like making like gestures that are inappropriate, and then somebody came in, and we freaked out. Like Joe and I were like, "Oh my God, this is inappropriate!" And then we immediately stopped, and it was Ross. So we were proceeded to continue.
It was just Ross.
Just
He's
fun antics,
fine.
guys. Yeah, we were like, "Oh, Ross." It was that classic like, "Oh, it's just you." Okay, and then we kept going.
Continue.
The Steph says, this is how you get ants, which is an Archer reference, and I appreciate it.
Steve spit out his lollipop.
Yeah,
That's how you get in.
that's how you get ants.
Terry oh, go on. Read
Well,
that one.
I was gonna say I'm a sniper comment who said, "Wow, Steve's really hot in this video. I mean cold."
Yeah.
Bait and switch, son. What's up?
Yeah,
I
it
really
was
think
cold. I'm gonna be honest.
This is finally the time that it can happen for everyone else to see. Please put up, editors, when you do this and you make it awesome, a still of Steve Zaragoza's face in that makeup and a still of the older brother from Boy Meets World when he gets a drag.
It's the wig.
Spot on.
Yeah, it's the wig.
Come on,
Yes. Eric Matthews gets in drag and he looks exactly like Steve.
And then
It's so weird.
the Lawrence brother is also in drag, I believe, isn't it?
He
At
is,
some point?
yes.
He's like very pretty, and then they get
Yeah,
in an
and the
argument.
girl-
He's ugly. Yeah.
Yep.
Good times.
It's a really good episode.
That's what
we
Steve
should have a
looks
TV show just about Boy Meets World.
I would love that. We need to go back with the TV show 100%.
I agree. Terry McMillian says, I feel like the woman Steve came out dressed as is the 1-800 Blowies lady.
Hi, this is Bill. Have you been helped?
I'm sorry, I was speaking with Jeff. Is Jeff there?
Yeah, hang on just a second.
Thank you, my sweetie. Kiss me when you come back. Right.
Okay, what's going on again?
I'm sorry, is this Jeff?
Yes.
I need to speak with Philip, please.
Philip? There is nobody here by that name.
It's the man that was just on the line said his name was Phil.
No, that was me.
You were Jeff?
I am Jeff.
Jeff, can I speak to Jeff, please?
You are.
Okay, listen, Jeff. Look, my service is very simple, and I'll slip in the character in just a moment. But what I do is I have a sexy call with people. Someone asked earlier for me to call you and have a sexy call with you. We can talk about kisses, we can talk about hugs, we can talk about your family, whatever you want. It's a free service. Somebody paid for it already. It's all anonymous.
No, thank you.
Well, can I just talk about your dad? God,
I love that, and I think that gets a t-shirt.
there.
I think it does. Kiss me when you come back.
Kiss me when you come back.
You're gonna get a t-shirt.
What's the username?
Terry McMillian.
So you're gonna get, this is the United States Gaming Olympic Team t-shirt from 4 Human Peoples, and we're all gonna sign this. So
That's
check
really
your
cool.
YouTube user inbox, and we'll hit you up for sizing info and all that kind of stuff. And again, please be patient. It might not happen right away, but it will come to your YouTube user inbox soon.
Yay, guys, thanks so much for joining us on Nerd Comment Commentary. Thank you to Elliot Morgan.
Hey, thanks for having me,
Elliot
guys.
Morgan.
Thank you to me too.
This week we've got all sorts of cool stuff coming up. We're going to be watching The Wind Rises on New Movie Thing Show. Also, Kaze Tachino, because we saw it in Japanese, y'all. And also Bloops. It's going to be fun. And Movie Club. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Trish Hirschberger.
I'm Elliot Morgan.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're just, this is what the boys do when they're on Comm Comm. They're always like, I don't know how to sit in the beanbag. So I'm going to be
Our
really
figures are
weird
flattered
on them because I don't know how to sit in them. I'm a boy.